Has it ever occurred to you that you want to change a career, however, you do not know what it takes? Or you know what it takes, but you fear the risks? Like that fear that lingers within your nerves and you even feel it going down up to your legs. And also, there are those negative mental thoughts that come within your head telling you, will you make it? Well, I'm here to tell you that you're not alone. Hello everyone, welcome to the Profession Podcast, a podcast where we talk about mental health, well-being, as well as unlocking the best versions of ourselves. I'm your host, Jim Owen, that is speaking, and this week on the podcast, I'm here to speak about something that maybe so many people have spoken about, but this is from my perspective, and this is switching careers without fear. Like maybe you just want to understand how other careers work, or maybe you're having that passion within you and you've been having it ever since. Like it's been burning for so long. However, you're just fearing to go in there. Or maybe to some of you, you have done so many things in your career where you're an expert and you've explored so many things, but you feel like now this is the time for me to go elsewhere. This is time for me to take another road. This video is also for you. Well, let me start it off with a story like this. Some time back, when I had come out of uni, that was around 2 or 3 years ago, and I sent a message to one of my friends who I had been in touch with for quite some time because we were friends since high school. We went to different universities, and life got us like that. I sent him not a voice message, but a message that was typed. Why did I send that message? It's because one of my friends from uni had also sent me a message asking me for a job. At that time, I was truly hunting for one, and there was that enthusiasm that had come out of me, and busy hunting for a job each and every morning, updating my CV, going on LinkedIn, busy taking on connections, maybe even the ones I didn't even know till now. But the thing is, when I sent that message, this guy replies with a 5 minutes voice note. Mind you, this conversation was all on WhatsApp. And in that conversation, out of it, I summarized 2 things. 1, the guy was telling me, think outside the box. 2, any job that has income, do it. I was mad at first, because I was like, hey, does this guy know what I'm going through? I'm just asking whether he can even connect someone, not me, but the other guy who had sent me a message, because I feel like the other guy was really too desperate for the job compared to me. But does he know what I'm going through? Criticizing me like this doesn't mean that, you're also somewhere. So many words were going through my mind. However, after like weeks, I sat back and listened to that voice note. And he didn't mean bad till today. I'm where I am today because of him. So he was telling me, man, think outside the box. That's 1. 2, if there is any job that you can do as long as it gives you income, drop your pride, do it. Like, start crappy, let people laugh at you, as long as you love it, as long as you have passion for it. Do it. So, after that reflection, I started reflecting a lot on what I can do. Like, I would sit back, reflect and reflect and reflect. At first, no answer, because I was like, what can I do best for myself? With all this education that I have got and qualifications that I have got, now I'm thinking outside the box and there is nothing I can do. No way. So fast forward, I was at a family member's wedding together with my family, with my siblings. So one of my siblings, the eldest one, asks me a question like, oh, and what can you do? And answers come on the spot, like, I can do writing, proofreading, editing, and data entry. With data entry, I'm not a tech guy because I didn't study software or things like that. So he tells me, okay, you can do writing, right? And we hear your communication is really good. I mean, your English is really good. So he tells me, can you write a novel? I was like, yeah, I mean, I can do that. And he tells me, then why didn't you get your time to sit on the laptop to start writing? I was like, okay, I didn't think of that because, I mean, I was giving out honest thoughts. And so he tells me, you know what? Sit down, write, let's liaise. The rest is going to be history. And he keeps on telling me that, you know what? In my friendship circle, I know very many people who are writers and they've got a lot of money. And in my head, it rings a very good bell. And I started to criticize myself. I mean, I criticized myself a little bit. And I was like, you know what, Owen, why didn't you think about this? So when I come back weeks later after the wedding, I sit down on my laptop, start thinking out loud on what I can write, and answers came. When I started writing the first work, I wrote and wrote and wrote. We start liaising and ideas, start coming to mind, and he's telling me what to do here and there. Guys, I kid you not, ideas came. And to this day, I decided to be like, let me start writing, and maybe, who knows where we can be. To be honest, I can tell you that I have just started that career. It has kick-started. It hasn't been like yesterday. However, it kick-started like around last year. And yeah, it is steady for now. And so I'm enjoying what I'm doing for now because I studied literature in English. I've studied other forms of literature like the Luganda language literature, for some of you who do not know, and you're watching this outside borders. Luganda is one of the languages that is spoken so much in the capital, and I was blessed to study its literature. I have authored a few number of works, and I'm still authoring more, and I know I'm going to author more. That is one door that opened for me. Another idea came to life. An idea where I can sit down, learn a language, become advanced at it, and offer translation services. And so I was like, okay. At first, it came like a form of inspiration, just me sitting down, listening to podcasts, watching videos, watching movies, things like that. I didn't have a reason. However, when I started to have a reason for it, I sat down and asked myself, well, why do you want to learn the language? And what is the future goal? How are you going to look like speaking this language? Is the future long-term, short-term? Yeah? All those questions came. And the real why also appeared. I was like, okay, it's for professional reasons. It's for communication, and who knows where we are going to get. But above all, professional reasons. So I started learning the language. Mind you, to someone who's watching and listening to this, I didn't start learning the Korean language like yesterday. No. I started like 2 years ago. Yeah? And it's not that right now I'm really advanced. No. I'm here to tell you that right now I've reached like intermediate level. Yeah? And I'm on my way to being an advanced learner. Along the way, I have really realized that, yeah, the language is really so important. It's only that because some of us being young people or people who are quite older, we have ignored some of these things or opportunities. I took time to go to other sites where they are requiring, language translators. I mean, there are quite many. Yeah? It's only that sometimes we do not use information that is out here for us. It's because also, this is my opinion now, it's because maybe due to rigidity and the ignorance that we have, that we get to ignore certain information and we have this mindset of, this is not for me. I can't do that. Others, information is quite genuine. They can be like, the language is difficult for me to learn. I can't learn it. That is a genuine reason. If it's difficult, it's difficult. You can't do it. But for you who can do it, I mean, why not? Go for it. So when I opened that other door, I realized that yes, I can do so many things that so many people do not know. And through what I am doing currently, the writing, the language learning, I'm adding on so many languages on my list to do. I'm realizing that I can become a better person today and a more better person tomorrow. Yeah? It's not because sometimes I just want to go there and have fun with certain things, or maybe going in public and telling people I'm a writer, or telling people I'm learning this kind of language and I want to do this for this, and they tell you to speak and you speak and then they laugh at you. Thing is, this is my message for someone who doesn't know what to do and they just want to take that leap of faith and do it. These are just few pieces of advice I have. One is just do it. Like, start. Whether at the start it has no income and in the future it's going to bear income, start. Because there is that one day when light is going to shine on you and you will manifest. Trust me, you'll be unstoppable. Just like how I am right now. Like, I started crappy. There are so many things, or so many people who I can tell that, oh, this is what I'm doing for now. Or maybe I'm a podcaster, I have a YouTube channel, and everyone is like, oh, okay, you have a YouTube channel? Because maybe for them they're used to earning a paycheck monthly. No crime. I can't laugh at that. Or maybe they have their own jobs, or maybe they're just not interested in certain things. Then the second piece of information I have for you is, now this is for someone who even has the requirements and just doesn't know what to do. Talk to a person who's in that, who is experiencing it. And it would be better to you listen to a person who is into something that you really love. Like, if it's going in studio and you become a music producer and you have a very good professional degree, not in music, of course, and you love maybe making beats using different music instruments, ask a person who is in it. If it's maybe being a restaurant owner and you maybe want to own one, go to a person who started from scratch and they had no knowledge about it. Me, in my friendship circle, I know someone who studied journalism and communication at uni, undergrad. Guess where they are? They are owning a restaurant. Every day, they serve clients. It's not that they went in because they want to be chefs or what. No. Thing is, they took that leap of faith, opened the restaurant, and the rest is history. They're serving clients still today. The business is running. Come rain, come sunshine. Business is still running. I would like to say that listen to such people. Don't listen to people who have been there and then they've come out of it. No. Sometimes people who have come out of where you are, yes, they can give you the information, but at times there is information they can keep. At times there is that information they can give you and it's so much underwater. So, to you who also wants to get that information, hang out with those people. Like, be around them, observe them. What do they do? How do they do it? And you keep learning. There are so many ways of learning. There is learning on the job and learning from afar. So, if you're good at visualizing things and you learn, why not listen to people who are where you want to be and they're doing things right? Those guys will give you the great ideas. The third piece of advice I have is, now this is to a person even fears to take risks. You're fearing to take a risk. Negative thoughts are lingering. You're overthinking things, overprocessing. over maybe a simple thing, and in your brain there are so many things that are popping up, a lot of negative information. You're fearing the critics slash pundits who are going to tell you don't go there, and then maybe they'll go and tell other people, I wonder why he went there, and other people start criticizing or evaluating you. Thing is, I would just say, close your eyes, do it anyway. And when you do it, trust me, they will praise you for your bravery. Inwards. Outwards, they are the people who will be able to shout all kinds of sentences. And it would be much better when you make it, they are going to shut up. That's all. Like, you want to maybe go and do any job that you know is going to give you profits, yeah, or any job you've actually projected, and you know that over time, when I accumulate this, or when I reach somewhere, I'm going to start getting the profits. Go for it. Close your eyes, do it anyway. That's all. If maybe you want to go into YouTubing, podcasting, maybe you want to become any other person who does things they love, do it anyway. I read a certain line from a book called 50 Secrets of Success by Rajiv Gupta, which I recommend highly, because it doesn't answer only business questions, it also answers life questions. There is a line about motivation said by a certain person whose name I forget, but the line is really so beautiful. When I paraphrase it, it means, actually it says that there has to be a reason for you to jump out of your bed every day when you're doing what you love. Like, when you're doing what you love, it will keep you out of your bed every morning. Whether it's raining, snowing, or maybe it's too hot, it will keep you out of your bed every day. Just like me. Any day, anytime, I can sit down and I do a new piece of work every day. I can just decide, as long as I have the ideas, I've drawn an outline that is really beautiful for my readers, I'll do it. If I wake up and I know that I'm having a study session for the language I'm learning, I'll do it. Why? It's because I have been inspired, or I have been given advice by people who have been there or who are in there, and they're telling me, do it anyway. So, another thing that I have for you who maybe is looking for a job, and you've looked for a job, and the process of looking for a job has also become a job itself. Here is your piece of advice. When you start facing depression, anxiety, no feedback, and a lot of rejection, take time off. Think outside the box. Answer 2 questions. For yourself and honestly, who are you potentially? Beyond professional boundaries, like, who are you potentially? What can you do? Some of you watching this and listening, you do not know, maybe in yourself you have a lot of entrepreneurship skills, or you have public speaking skills. Maybe some of you can even sing well. Maybe some of you can become a person like me who's a writer, or some of you are even good at writing blogs. Like, you just start writing a blog, 1, 2, 3, accumulate those blogs that are out there. Maybe you put them out there, people see what you do. As long as you put out the right information for your audience, maybe the sun shines on you and people start hiring you for money, you know. Or maybe some of you are really so good at content creation, you're good at storytelling, but you're hunting for that job in maybe a field that you've studied and you just get no feedback. And also, the piece of advice I have for you who's hunting for that job, and you know, you truly know, your gut tells you that you're not going to do it now, or maybe you're not going to do it at all. I'm not discouraging. Hunting for a job is good. Even us who are out here, or maybe some of us, are still hunting for those jobs. Yeah? But the thing is, if your gut tells you that you can't do it at all, then don't do it. Or if your intuition tells you that, okay, don't hunt for that job, start your own. Do it. As long as you have the resources available for you, do it. Attend that pitch festival. Convince your possible investors, and never know, business can kick off for you. Some of you, maybe you're really good at so many things I may not even know or mention on this podcast. But you haven't just sat back to realize who you truly are. Like, who are you potentially, really? Who are you? What can you do best? And this is just a general piece of advice to all of us, that if you're into something you love, do put in the work. Like, let others talk. Let others laugh. Build a ground for yourself. And when you get there, some of those people will be quiet. Just know that those people who are talking, who are criticizing, evaluating, mind you, some of them are praising the bravery that you've taken, the leap of faith, the coming up with that idea of saying, you know what, let me put a stop to my career and let me transition to something else. They are liking it. It's the mere fact that for them, they're not where they are. And they would love to. But the thing is, maybe they also don't have what it takes. That's just words of advice. Okay, friends, that is the podcast for this week. If my words have resonated with some of you, well, just click that subscribe button and the notification bell. From me to you, peace and love.